Hello, today I'm going to be talking about inventory management. Are you having issues with your inventory management? People have been out sending me messages asking me how are you managing your inventory. So I thought I'll talk about inventory management, whether you have an online store or whether you're managing your inventory using Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. to sell your product. You still have to manage your inventory. So I'm just going to share with you my very simple system that I've been using to manage my inventory. So join me to find out more if this is something you want to know more about. Hi, welcome to my channel Kingdom Business Sense with me, Anita Wiafe-Asinor. Today I'm going to be talking about inventory and I've been getting a lot of messages asking me how are you managing your inventory, do you have any tips, any guides. So I thought that it would be a good idea just to kind of just share my simple system that I use. Okay, so it's important to manage your inventory because if you don't, it can get all very complicated. You lose track of what's been sold, what hasn't. And if you have a brick and mortar store, that can be even more complicated if you're also selling online, selling on WhatsApp, and so on. So whether you're selling your items from a shop or whether you're selling your items just online using social platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, etc., you still need to have a way to manage your inventory so that you can stay in control and be able to track what you're selling, etc. So that's why it's important. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but a structured system really makes your life easier as you even grow your product lines. All right. Okay. So for me, I use Excel. And I use a platform called odoo.com. I'll put the link in there. It is actually a free platform. I do also use a paid platform which is linked to my financial software. So what I tend to do is I tend to do all the playing around, making sure everything's all adding up, and then I move it into my financial inventory system because that then works out all the numbers, etc. So in just sticking to the outside the financial system one. So what you first need to do before you move anything into odoo.com is that you need to create an Excel sheet. All right, so you need to open an Excel sheet, call it, give it a name, and then in the first column you want to call it location. All right, so that's where your inventory can be located, and you may have different locations for your inventory. Some may be in your shop, some may be in your house, some may be in your warehouse. So wherever the location is, that's where you would put when you're inputting that particular inventory. Then you want item SKU. You hear a lot of SKU. The SKUs are usually the numbers on the barcodes that we see on products. Some people tend to use those barcodes as the item numbers. Others tend to not and create their own internal SKU. So I'm talking about creating your own internal SKU to track your products. Then the third column would be the item name. The fourth will be the description of the item. The fifth will be the area that you will find the item. The sixth will be if you want to put the manufacturer or the brand of the item. Then the quantity, and then the unit price. Okay, so you should see my Excel that is on the screen right now. Those are the columns I have. I've kept it very simple. You can get more complicated, but I've just kept it very simple. So how does this now transpire? So now when you put the information into the Excel sheet, you will now move on after that to make sure that same information is reflective on your online store. All right, if you're not having an online store, but you're using, let's say, Instagram shopping, or or you're using Quick Sell for WhatsApp, then you just use that number, the SKU number, to input so that you know which product, when someone places an order, where you're going to find it. All right, so it all depends. But if you're using it on a website, most of the information I've just said, you're likely to put it into your website. But if you're not, it may be less based on the functionality of the platform you're using. Okay. All right, so let's just explain. So this is my accessory box. So because I have an online store, I have actually categorized all my products. Okay, to accessories. You know, this particular inventory I'm talking about is my lingerie e-commerce site. So I've obviously categorized my products. So how I'm also doing my inventory is in line with the categories of my product. So box B is an accessories box. Okay, so in order that I know this on my e-commerce, when someone places an order, I have put an A, so it's actually AB. All right, and then I follow it with a number, and so box B, this particular box is AB 103, and that's my numbering system that lets me know that I've gone from one particular accessory to the next and to the next. That's kind of my own internal information. And then the BB at the end is the box, literally, you know, the box number. All right, so when you look at my Excel, you see that the location says Humi, so that's where I'm keeping my items. The SKU number is the A103B, and then I've got the item name, so this particular is the bra strap solution, and then I've given it a description. The area is box B, and then I've put the manufacturer, I've put the quantity of the items in the box, and then of course the unit price. So when someone places an order on my online store and I very quickly, the minute I see B, I know it's box B. Literally, I don't even need to remember the number, I just know it's box B. And you realize that I've also taken that same SKU, the product information, everything that I've just said, and put it into my online store. So you now see how that has been inputted into my online store as an example. So it just makes my life easy, and the order comes, I just literally look for the box and find the item, and then just package it and send it out. All right, so it's as simple as that. Now, when I set up the odoo.com, I just exported the Excel. So I just literally update the information for every time someone purchases, and then I just upload it back into the Odoo system. I can't be bothered to do one item at a time in the system. It's just best for me just to export and then just do all the updates and then just upload it back again, and it will just update itself. That's the benefit of using an inventory platform. So that's something to know. If you're not using an inventory platform, you're just using Excel, then that's fine. You just updated your Excel once sales, you know, you've reconciled your sales, and that's the end of that. So it's just as simple as that, really. You know, there are obviously more complex ways of managing your inventory, but like I said, I've just tried to keep it very simple using the Excel, using very simple letters and numbering system, and using a very simple free and paid platform. All right, so I hope you have found this very useful. If you still have any more questions, just message me and I'll obviously answer them for you. I just want to encourage you to, you know, create an inventory structure, because it's really going to help you as your e-commerce store grows. If you are running a drop shipping platform where you're not having the stock, it's still a good idea to kind of have an idea of your inventory that you are actually selling on your drop shipping shop. So you may just keep a record of that, and so that you know how much you're selling. And this actually is quite easy, because the drop shipping platform will be keeping track for you. So it's just a matter of you exporting and doing so. And then maybe if you want to change prices on your dropshipping platform, you can just, if you export it into Excel, you can just change the pricing very quickly, and then upload it back again as a bulk upload rather than doing it one at a time. So the inventory management also kind of works for the dropshipping as well, only you're not keeping a physical, you're literally just updating the products that you are selling on your dropshipping platform. So once again, I hope you find this very, very, very useful. Do like, do comment, do share, and do let me know some of the things you're doing to manage your inventory, so that other people can learn, obviously, when they come and watch this video. Thank you. Until the next time, see you at the next video. Bye.